Welcome back to Living Well After 50. Struggling to climb stairs or carry groceries? You might be losing muscle. Discover 7 simple foods to stop muscle loss and rebuild strength naturally.
It's such a common concern we hear, isn't it? That slow, creeping decline in strength makes things harder.
Absolutely. And, for many of us over 50, maybe even 60, things that used to feel easy suddenly feel like, well, a real chore.
Right. And what we really want to hammer home is that this isn't just, getting older. It's often a specific thing.
Sarcopenia, is that the term?
Exactly. Sarcopenia, that sort of silent, steady loss of muscle that, yeah, it affects a lot of us.
It's silent, but the impact isn't.
Right.
It affects your strength, your balance, even your independence.
Totally. It can increase your risk of falls, make it harder to do the things you love. It really chips away at things.
But here's the good news, the really empowering part we want to focus on today. You can fight back.
You absolutely can. And it doesn't always mean, drastic measures or weird supplements. Often it's about food, simple food.
That's what we're diving into. 7 foods, backed by science, that can help you stop losing muscle, maybe even rebuild some. And these are everyday foods.
Yep, stuff you can find easily. We're talking Greek yogurt, fatty fish, whole eggs.
Nuts and seeds, beans, olive oil, and even whey protein, things you can actually use.
Exactly. So should we kick things off with the first one? Greek yogurt.
Let's do it. Greek yogurt. I have it sometimes, but mostly for breakfast. You mentioned it's good at night.
Yeah, that's one interesting angle. See, as we age, our muscles sometimes get a bit less responsive to protein. The signal to rebuild isn't quite as strong.
Okay.
And Greek yogurt, especially that thicker kind, seems to help with that. It's not just more protein, though it definitely has that.
Because they strain it.
Right.
Yeah, it makes it denser.
Exactly. That straining process concentrates the protein, especially casein. And casein is interesting because it's slow digesting.
Slow digesting. So it
Oh.
sticks around longer.
Precisely. It gives you this sort of steady release of amino acids over hours. Think of it like a time-release capsule for your muscles.
So if you have it at night while you're fasting, sleeping.
It's potentially providing those building blocks when your body might otherwise start breaking down muscle tissue. It helps protect what you have.
That makes a lot of sense. Keeping strength up for, gardening, grandkids, just feeling good. That's huge.
It really is. And it's not just the protein. Greek yogurt often has calcium, vitamin D, phosphorus, all good for bones and muscles.
And the probiotics. For gut health.
Right. Don't underestimate gut health. The healthy gut absorbs nutrients better, including protein.
The connection. Better absorption means the protein actually gets to where it needs to go.
You got it. It's all linked. And yes, there is research suggesting that having casein-rich foods like Greek yogurt before bed can reduce muscle breakdown during that overnight fast.
Okay, so practically speaking, how do we do this? Just grab any Greek yogurt.
Well, ideally, go for plain, unsweetened. Avoid all those added sugars. Aim for maybe 3 or 4 times a week. An evening snack could work well.
Plain can be a bit plain, though.
Haha, true. But you can easily jazz it up. Add some fresh berries, antioxidants too, or a sprinkle of chia seeds, maybe a little drizzle of raw honey.
Okay, that sounds better.
Yeah, and if it's too thick, just stir in a splash of almond milk or even water. Check the label too. Simple ingredients, and look for a good protein count, like 15, maybe 20 grams per serving.
Good tips. Simple change, big potential.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, that kind of thing.
Salmon, mackerel, sardines, tuna, nutritional powerhouses, especially for muscle health after 50.
Is it just the protein again, or is there something else going on?
Well, the high-quality protein is great, definitely. But the real stars here are the omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA.
Omega-3s. Right, we hear about those for brain health, heart health. How do they help muscles?
It's fascinating, actually. They seem to make muscle cells more sensitive to the protein you eat. Remember that anabolic resistance we mentioned, where muscles get less responsive?
Yeah.
Omega-3s seem to help overcome that. They help your muscles use the protein you give them more effectively, like tuning up the engine.
Okay, so they help the protein work better. What else?
Inflammation. Omega-3s are fantastic anti-inflammatories. And that chronic low-grade inflammation that can creep up with age, it's a major driver of muscle loss.
So eating fatty fish helps calm that inflammation down.
Exactly. It creates a better internal environment for keeping muscle, maybe even building it. Plus, you get that protein and often some vitamin D, too, which is also crucial for muscle function.
Makes sense. Is there research on this for older adults specifically?
Yes, definitely. Studies, like some from Harvard, have shown links between eating fatty fish regularly, say, twice a week, and maintaining better strength and mobility, and being less prone to that muscle decline that leads to frailty.
Twice a week. How should we prepare it? Is it
Good question. Grilling, baking, steaming. Those are ideal. Try to steer clear of deep frying or heavily processed fish products.
What about canned, like sardines or tuna?
Absolutely. Canned sardines or tuna are super convenient. Toss them in a salad, make a sandwich, easy way to get those servings in.
And if someone just really doesn't like fish?
A high-quality omega-3 supplement could be an option, but definitely talk to your doctor first before starting any supplement.
Good advice.
Oh, and a quick tip. Pairing fatty fish with leafy greens might be extra beneficial. The nitrates in greens can help with blood flow and circulation, complementing the omega-3s.
Nice combo. Okay, number 3. This one's had some controversy. Whole eggs.
Ah, yes, the egg debate. Look, the science has really shifted, especially for healthy older adults. Whole eggs are actually fantastic. Affordable, nutrient-dense muscle fuel.
And you emphasize whole eggs, not just the whites.
Definitely the whole egg. The whites have protein, sure, but the yolk, that's where so much of the magic happens for muscles.
Magic like what?
Well, first, it makes the protein complete all 9 essential amino acids, but the yolk is packed with leucine.
Leucine again. That switch for muscle building.
That's the one. It tells your body, hey, time to repair and build muscle. And with that age-related anabolic resistance, getting enough leucine is even more important. It helps flip that switch on.
So the yolk helps overcome that resistance.
It seems to. There was a study, I think, University of Illinois, showing older folks had better muscle protein synthesis after exercise when they ate whole eggs compared to just egg whites. The yolk provides things the white doesn't.
Like leucine and what else?
Choline is a big one, vital for the nerves that control your muscles. Think brain-muscle communication. Important for balance, coordination, preventing falls.
I never connected eggs with fall prevention. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Plus, you get vitamin D in the yolk, selenium, which is an antioxidant protecting muscle cells, iron for oxygen delivery. It's a powerhouse.
Okay, sold on whole eggs. How best to eat them?
Morning is often good. Breaks that overnight fast with quality protein, maybe 1 or 2 whole eggs a day. Boiled, scrambled, poached are great. Try not to overcook them.
And pairing them. You mentioned breakfast ideas.
Right. Pair them with whole grain toast for sustained energy, maybe some avocado for healthy fats, and potassium. Potassium is important for muscle function too.
And quickly, the cholesterol thing. Yeah. Should most people worry?
For most healthy older adults, moderate egg intake, like 1 or 2 a day, isn't usually a problem for heart health. It might even help your good HDL cholesterol. But of course, if your doctor's given specific advice, follow that.
Got it. And they're versatile too. Snacks, omelets.
Totally. Hard-boiled or great on the go. Okay, number 4, nuts and seeds. Seems small, but powerful.
Absolutely. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, chia, flax. Don't let their size fool you. They are mighty defenders of your muscles.
How so? What's in them that helps? It's this fantastic mix of vitamins, minerals, healthy fats. Take magnesium, crucial for muscle contraction, energy production. Low magnesium can mean weakness, cramps.
Okay, magnesium. What else?
Zinc. Important for hormone balance, including testosterone. And yes, testosterone matters for muscle mass in both men and women as we age.
Right. And vitamin E.
A key antioxidant. It helps protect your muscle cells from oxidative stress, sort of like cellular rust. There was research, I think, from Tufts linking higher vitamin E levels with less muscle loss in seniors.
So they're like tiny bodyguards for muscle cells.
Kind of. Plus, they offer plant-based protein, healthy fats for fuel and repair, and fiber for gut health. And we know gut health matters for nutrient absorption.
How many do we need? A whole bag?
No, just a small handful a day is usually enough. Maybe about an ounce, 20, 30 grams.
And how to eat them?
Snack on them plain, sprinkle them on your yogurt or oatmeal, toss them in salads, blend into smoothies. Adds crunch and nutrition.
Any specific kind? Raw, roasted, salted.
Best bet is raw or lightly roasted and definitely unsalted. Avoid the ones coated in lots of oil, salt, or sugar. Keep it simple.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Number 5, beans and legumes. Lentils, chickpeas, the plant-based heroes.
Unsung heroes is right, especially if you're looking for plant-based options or just affordable protein. They are fantastic for muscle.
Primarily for the protein content.
That's a big part of it, yes. They're packed with plant-based protein, maybe 15 grams in a cooked cup. Great for maintaining and repairing muscle. And they're generally very budget-friendly.
You also mentioned resistant starch before.
Yes, beans and legumes are loaded with it. It feeds your good gut bacteria.
And good gut bacteria means.
Less inflammation, better nutrient absorption, things like iron and magnesium, which we need for muscle function. That gut-muscle axis again.
It keeps coming up. Is there proof this helps older adults?
Yep. Research, like some from Tufts Human Nutrition Center, showed seniors eating beans or legumes regularly, maybe 4 times a week, had better strength, endurance, and less muscle loss over several years.
That's impressive. What else do they offer besides protein and starch?
Iron for oxygen transport to muscles, potassium for muscle contraction and heart health, magnesium, fiber, other minerals for bones and energy. They're really nutrient dense.
How can we easily get more into our diets?
Oh, so many ways. Soups, stews, chili are naturals. Toss them in salads, mash them up for spreads like hummus, blend into veggie burgers.
Dried versus canned.
Dried are great, just soak them first, helps digestion. Canned are super convenient, just give them a good rinse to get rid of extra sodium.
Good practical advice. All right, number 6, olive oil. We know it's healthy, but for muscles.
Specifically, extra virgin olive oil, EVOO. It's more than just for cooking. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory food, and that's key for muscle preservation after 50.
Because inflammation breaks down muscle.
Exactly. That low-grade chronic inflammation we talked about, it actively degrades muscle tissue and stops it from repairing properly. EVOO fights that.
Oh.
It contains a compound called oleocanthal. It actually works a bit like ibuprofen, naturally reducing inflammation pathways in the body.
Wow, like a natural anti-inflammatory built into the oil.
Pretty much. And it also supports your hormones. The healthy monounsaturated fats in olive oil are building blocks for hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, which help maintain muscle.
Didn't think about the hormone connection.
Yep. Plus, you get vitamin E, that muscle-protecting antioxidant again. It helps with blood flow, energy, immune support, too. Studies link regular olive oil intake, especially Mediterranean diets, with less inflammation, better mobility, and slower muscle loss.
How much should we aim for? And how to use it?
Maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons a day. Drizzle it on salads, vegetables, use it to finish cooked dishes. It's best used at low heat or no heat to preserve those delicate compounds.
So not for high heat frying.
Ideally not, no. And choose extra virgin in a dark glass bottle. Store it somewhere cool and dark.
Got it. Okay, last one, number 7. Whey protein. This is a supplement, right?
Yes, whey protein powder. It's derived from milk, and it's a really effective and convenient tool for muscle rebuilding, especially helpful for us over 50.
Why is it so effective?
2 main reasons. 1, it's a complete protein, high quality. 2, it's exceptionally rich in leucine.
A muscle building switch again.
Exactly. Whey delivers a strong leucine signal, and its other big advantage is speed.
Speed.
It digests and absorbs very quickly. That's why it's sometimes called a rapid muscle rebuilder. Perfect for right after activity.
Even light activity. Like a walk.
Absolutely. After any movement, your muscles are primed to take up nutrients. Whey gets protein and leucine there fast. It's also great if you have a smaller appetite. A shake is easier than a big meal sometimes.
Is there research supporting this for seniors?
Yes, significant research. Studies, like some from McMaster University in Canada, showed older adults using whey protein after exercise preserved considerably more muscle mass than those who didn't.
Wow. Anything else in whey that helps?
It also contains other branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, which support endurance and recovery.
So how do you use it? Just mix with water?
You can, but blending it into a smoothie is often nicer and adds more nutrients. 1 scoop, usually 20-25 grams of protein after your walk or stretches. Blend with Greek yogurt, berries, seeds, maybe some almond milk.
Any pitfalls? What should we look for when buying it?
Definitely look for clean products. Unsweetened is best. Minimal ingredients. Avoid added sugars, artificial stuff, fillers. Choose brands that are transparent about quality and testing.
Great advice. So we've got these 7 amazing foods, but just eating them isn't quite enough, is it?
No, you're absolutely right. Consistency is key. Think of them as part of your regular weekly pattern, not a magic fix.
And movement. We need to combine food with activity.
Absolutely critical. Food provides the building blocks, but movement tells your body where to use them. Light activity, walking, stretching, maybe some simple resistance bands makes these foods work so much better.
Food as the tools, movement as the instructions. I like that. And hydration.
Crucial. Muscles are mostly water. They need water to contract, repair, just function properly. Keep sipping water throughout the day.
Okay. And one last crucial reminder.
Always talk to your doctor before adding supplements like whey or omega-3s, especially if you have kidney issues or other health concerns. Get that personalized advice.
So it really boils down to eating well with foods like these, moving gently, staying hydrated, and staying informed. That's the recipe.
That's the recipe for staying strong and independent. And remember, it's never too late. You can rebuild strength. Muscle loss after 50 is not inevitable.
These 7 foods are simple, they're accessible, and the science supports them.
So maybe just pick one this week. Try the Greek yogurt at night, or add that handful of nuts at lunch. Small steps add up.
Your muscles, your energy, and your independence are definitely worth it.
Absolutely. And for more simple, senior-friendly health tips like these, do sign up for our free newsletter. We share lots of practical advice there.